Hello my loves, today we're doing another perfume video episode from my perfume series. Makeup inspired by perfumes because I have such a big perfume collection and I just love this series so much. I've already done Black Opium and Juicy Couture Couture Couture. I'll link both of those videos down below. They've both got a very different vibe and today's vibe is going to be different as well because hello. Pistachio, if we take any inspiration from this, like the packaging, there's going to be a little bit of colour. I've not even looked at the notes yet. I've not done any research. We're going to do this together. So I'm going to Google this fragrance and have a look at all of the scents inside. Let's spray some first. Look, there's a little gold lid, a nice minty pistachio coloured bottle. I love KAYALI. The scents in this one are pistachio gelato, hazelnut, sweet rum, whipped cream, marshmallow and cotton candy. So it's like a little sweet bomb, but actually when you put it on, it's not like sickly sweet or anything like that. It's very balanced. It's sweet, but it's like fresh at the same time. Like for me, I really do smell like whipped cream marshmallow vibes. It almost smells like pavlova vibes. Like if you imagine a pavlova. Yum Pistachio Gelato is a fruity floral gourmand fragrance for women and men. Pistachio, ice cream, bergamot, hazelnut, rum and cardamom. Lily of the Valley, this is a lot. Lily of the Valley, pear, jasmine, peony, geranium, white peach and raspberry, whipped cream, marshmallow, cotton candy, tonka bean, lucone, sandalwood, cedar and cacao. There's a little bit of like woodiness in there. It's very yum. It's very like, I don't know, it's very soft and gentle and sweet. It's not like in your face. It's very like, yeah, soft to me. So I don't know if we'll do like soft vibes, soft makeup. Oh, this is gonna be a tricky one. I don't want to just do friggin' like this color because that's just so easy. I really like the thought of like the ice cream, pistachio, ice cream, marshmallow, whipped cream, like white colors. And I feel like I never do white vibe makeup. Whipped cream, marshmallow, ice cream, like I don't know, I just think soft vibes, pretty, flirty, feminine, cutesy, pretty. I don't think, I'm not feeling, you know, bold, intense, striking, graphic. Like that's not the vibe when I smell this fragrance. I'm gonna just start with prepping my, I think I'm gonna do my eye makeup first. I've been enjoying it lately. So I'm just looking for like a white base today. I know I have one somewhere. Oh, this smells delicious. I actually, truth be told, never reach for this fragrance. Like my favorite KAYALI ones are the apple and the cherry. They're my all-time favorites. But I really do need to wear this one more often. It's bomb. So this is just a P. Louise white base. I'm just gonna pop this all over the eye area. I feel like I need to go look in my collection for the perfect pistachio color. I have some new glitters, but I just don't know if glitter is the move for this. Like I feel like, for some reason, don't know why, but I just feel like matte is the vibe. Like just all matte or satin colors. I feel like the vibe of this just does not to me give glitter or shimmer. Unlike, you know, the Juicy Couture or the Black Opium, like those both really did give like glittery, shimmery glam. Like this to me is just soft. I'd love to know what you guys think when you think of this fragrance and all of those notes and what you would do for a makeup look. And if you would do anything differently, let me know at the end of the video. I love reading your feedback on these because like inspiration is so subjective and we've all got like different minds and brains of where things go. So every time I do these videos, I find it real fascinating when you tell me what you would have done differently. And sometimes I'm like, oh my God, great idea. I have an assortment of like all sorts of different palettes and half of these are discontinued. I'm literally just going through my collection trying to find like the right colors. First, I'm just gonna set with white eyeshadow all over my lid. So let me just smooth out this crease before I... Does this brush have stuff on it? Or maybe not. Is this white? I hope it's white. It kind of looked baby blue. No, that's white. I'm gonna go all over the lid with this white color. This is out of this Cloud 9 palette from Colourpop, but it's white. So whatever white eyeshadow you have if you're recreating a look like this. I don't even know if you're gonna want to recreate this look because it could look crap. Who knows where this is gonna go? I have no inspiration other than just the fragrance itself. I do not look up like any type of Pinterest looks or anything when I do these. I just talk to you guys in real time and just like show you how my brain works. You know what? I'm gonna also just set under my eyebrows with this. So we're basically at this point putting it everywhere, aren't we? I feel outrageous. Should I just go in with this palette as well for a little bit of like a crease color? Don't know if I'm gonna want to warm this up a bit, but we're gonna start with this Perfect Day. It's like a grey, taupey grey. Just to create a bit of dimension throughout the white on white on white on white. I feel like the idea of pistachio, the woody tones, cedar, like all of these different things, I feel like I do need to add a little bit of warmth in here, even though I really like how this looks with just like the cooler tones, like the grey and the white looks quite cool, but maybe not for this look. I'm not going to go ridiculously warm because I do like how it looks, but I'm just going to add a touch of this bronzer shade from my She's Everything palette just to, you know, dial it up a little bit. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back and forth with the white and like just sharpen that up a little bit soon. What I'm thinking is a really smoky pistachio like rim all the way around my eye, just like encapsulating all the rest of the white and everything. I just feel like that'll look really nice and soft, girly, and just go with the vibes. But I really need to find the perfect color. This is the problem. I think on my actual waterline I want to do white, and I'm probably gonna have to touch this up later, but I'm just gonna whip some on. This is an LA Girl one. I am gonna actually smudge this underneath as well as like a base for the green if we can find one that works. Pistachio color is pistachio green. I mean, when you really look at a pistachio nut, it's really not green, but it's like, I suppose the inside is. Anyway, I'm malfunctioning. I'm gonna keep the white handy because I feel like we're gonna touch it up and sharpen it up as we go. This is just a rough guide. I'm feeling very alien. I think what I'll do is just kind of match the color of the bottle itself rather than like a real pistachio nut, because this is the inspo, this particular, you know, I need to like take some of this bottle into consideration, and there's the white. So you know what? Nailed it. I didn't even think about the fact that the cap is white. That's gold, that's white, whatever. I have this color here, which is kind of close, but it's a little bit more like green and bright. This one could be a go. This is a very old palette. This is from like, I don't even know, like 5 years ago at least. T. Louise, they've got so many like eyeshadow palettes though, so I'll link a different one down below that has similar colors. This is probably one of the closer ones we're gonna get. Even this like yellowy color, like if I mixed that and that, I think we could get similar. I'm just gonna try DIY mix. I also feel like if I mix these two colors together, it would give a very similar color to this. This is a little bit too blue, that's a little bit too green. So surely if I mix both of them together, it would be perfect. We've got Ice Pop and Key Lime, if you're curious on the color names. I'm obsessed with this color right here, but not for today. But I feel like I need to do a eyeshadow look with this really ugly, like vomit color. That'd be sick. Punny. I'm gonna mix the two colors I said, and I have nothing to lose because I've got no concealer and stuff on, so I can just wipe this off if it looks terrible. I'm gonna pat this underneath. I'm mixing in a little bit of like the darker green next to those other two colors on the outer corner there, because otherwise it just looks very washed out. I just feel like I need some punch. Let's zoom in. I'm literally just smashing colors on and we'll see where we go. I'm going all the way like in a wing shape. Now I'm thinking I need this type of color in my actual waterline. Might be a little bit too green. I'm just going to pat over a little bit of like a baby blue, just from the same palette. I am going to like clean all this up, by the way. We're not leaving this massive wing. Let's try mixing together these two liners and just, I don't know, I need to figure out how to make this look better, because the colors and everything is spot on, but like how can I make this eye makeup look more exciting, you know? So I'm literally just mixing those two liner colors together to try and like make something similar to the bottle. I'm sorry if you can't see very well. Waterliners, you can put on your waterline, but they never last that well, but just for the sake of the art of the video. I feel a bit intense. Maybe once like the lashes and everything are on, I'll like it more, because right now I'm like, I'm just touching up the white, and then I'm going to move on to my base, and let's just come back to the eyes in a little bit. I feel like a literal alien. Like I said though, I think once we have lashes on, it's probably going to look really nice, and maybe even brown. Or is brown ugly? I don't know. I was just thinking because, you know, woody fragrance notes. I don't know. Is that weird? Pistachio nut shells. Brown. I'm going to use this Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint Stick from Milani today. I've already got like skincare on, so I'm not gonna prime today. I did a reel showing these on my Instagram and TikTok if you want to go watch it. Shade 5 should be good today because I've got heaps of fake tan on. Flat face brush. Yeah, that colour looks pretty good. For the skin, I think I want a little bit of like a glow because this fragrance gives very like light and fresh, so I feel like my base needs to kind of reflect that a little bit. Maybe even some faux freckles over my nose at the end. If I remember, let's see. I'm gonna use a different concealer to normal. This is the Glow one. I got this off Yes Style. I'm gonna use this really pale, like peachy color. Just to keep the look very nice and like fresh. Perfect. Let's set under the eyes next. Under my eyes, I'm going to use some of my Natasha Denona one. Then on the rest of my face, I'm going to use a loose powder with Glow. Shiseido Hydrating Glow Loose Powder. And I'm going to let that just kind of like sit with my skin for a little while before I do my bronzer and blush and everything. In the meantime, we're going to do the eyes, the lashes. I think I will do brown. Oh look, the green's transferring onto my crease a little bit. Ugh. I found just more like Shein lashes. These are just brown clusters. They're dark brown. We're going to just do that, and I'm going to also use my Bag Out Bang, the brown one, because I love that formula, and I'm really nervous that I'm just going to hate this makeup look. It is so simple, but like, I guess that's the point, simple and soft. Like, this does not scream complex glam, you know what I mean? Like, it's very simple. Sometimes I just feel wrong when I do something simple though, simple and easy. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Let's chuck on some of this. I think the lashes will still look good because they're going to be like a dark brown. They're not like light brown. I love light brown lashes, but I feel like they need to be dark brown for this look just to balance out all of the like real intense white colouring. And I feel so random wearing white eyeshadow because I really don't wear white eyeshadow very often at all. I feel like my eyes look really small with this makeup. Did I just get that everywhere? Yep. I just did that thing where I tried to put the lid on and I missed. I think once I do lots of bronzer and stuff, it'll look sick, surely. Right, these ones look a little bit better because there's shorter ones and longer ones, so I'm just gonna do like, yeah, just a bunch of these across the lash. Lashes are on. See, this is a prime example of why I don't put my lashes all the way to the outer corner now. See this? This is my upper lash. See these pointing straight down? They just go like that, and I've tried curling them up like in the past and they never hold. Like, my outer lashes just drop, and sometimes I literally just want to cut them off. But anyway, I think those lashes look really, really good. Like, really good. I don't know if you can search this on Shein, and the number on the back says 10. I got these a long time ago. But anyway, they're just like clusters, and they're very dark brown. They're actually a little bit... What have I done here? Oh, they're actually a little bit lighter than the mascara though. But it's fine, they blend. Let's do some bronzer and contour and stuff. I'm going to use my She's Everything palette, the same color I used just before on my crease, just to get started. And then I might actually use the darker color as well, so this one and this one. I know it looks like I'm putting on so much, but like, look at my body. Like, I need it. Once we put it everywhere, it should look good. And then a little bit of the contour color from the palette. And then blend. And then we'll set with some setting spray, and it should all melt in nicely. It looks a bit extreme right now. Just first, I think I'm just going to commit to this blush for the like cotton candy kind of aspect. And I just think it's going to look really nice with the greens and make everything kind of pop. I feel like it always just freshens up my complexion as well. And it really does look real nice with that bright under eye vibe. I'm gonna use this freckle pen to do some freckles. I'm just gonna tap off once onto my hand and then pick it up off there and do a few. And I already have some like freckles kind of peeking through on this area anyway. Putting a few like across just to like freshen up the complexion slightly. You see that? Cute. And then just using the very edge, I'm going to fill in my moles like that, and then I just tap them a couple of times to blend them better. Now that that's on, we can go with our final layer of powder, which is a little bit of highlighter, and I'm actually going to use this because it's just going to give that marshmallow, cloudy ice cream theme vibe. This is a beautiful top coat shimmer. I'm going to really target it exactly where I want it, which is right on this kind of area here. And this is going to be the only shimmer we're using on the face. The rest is just going to be glow. That looks really cool. Okay, I think it's coming together now. I'm going to do a little bit on the tip of my nose like this. A little bit of contour down my nose. This is cute because I don't usually do a lot of like freckles and bits and pieces like that, and like I don't usually use white, and I don't know, there's just a few different things going on to normal for me. I'm just intensifying the white right on the highest parts of my brow bone. Oh my god, I've run out of precisely my brow pen. Crazy. You know why? Actually, I'm like sort of obsessed. Okay, to get a glow over my entire face, we're just going to use a little bit of this Thirst Seeker from Eloise. I'm jizzing on me. There we go. See, it's all melting together now. Trust the process, trust the process. I need to shave my peach fuzz off. It's like sticking up. Let me just push it down with my foundation brush a little. Now, the big question, lips. What do we do? Because pistachio. Do I do a cotton candy lip? Like a little cotton candy colored lip? I feel like this makeup's so cute. I feel like a little like fairy. Like imagine if I was going to like a festival and I had like little like green wings. Like that would just be so cutesy. Part of me is like, oh, add like some depth to the green, like some dark green, but like it's giving this, isn't it? Like it actually is. I'm gonna commit with clay because it's not too warm, not too cool. There's the before and after. Do you know what? I might actually use my ColourPop lipstick that we used the other day that I was just obsessed with because I feel like it'll look perfect and it'll be like shiny, glossy, and just go with the vibe. By the way, I will link below. Obviously, I've linked below my previous perfume inspired looks, but I'll link below the playlist as well if you want to just like, you know, go on a binge, or if you're catching up these videos months later, there will be heaps more by now. Talking to the future you. A little zhuzh, if you have not bought this yet, what are you doing? It's like $10 as well, and it's amazing. Look at this. Oh my god. I feel like the lip line is too dark now. I think wifey is gonna be it. Oh, I have to sharpen it. Try again. I think that's better, but I still just don't know about the lip color in general with like the eyes. I don't know. I'm gonna blot it. I'm gonna go in with Flesh Pot. Mix in whatever I've got of a little zhuzh or whatever it's called with Flesh Pot. I think that's good. So that is my finish, KAYALI Yum Pistachio Gelato. Let me know what you think. Very simple, but I think it encapsulates the vibes. Sweet, fresh, soft, pistachio, ice cream, marshmallow vibes, you know, all of these things. So I am pretty wrapped with that actually, considering, because I was not sure how this was going to go once I got into it. Let me know what you would do differently. I would love to know. I'm very, very curious. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please suggest a perfume to do next. I love you all. I love this series. I'll talk to you guys in my next video.